All right, welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities and our live coverage here at Bristol Motor Speedway as we get you ready for a weekend full of racing. And I am honored to introduce our next guest. Joining me now, Michael Waltrip. Very nice to have you. Welcome
nice
to
to be
Daytime
here.
Tri-Cities.
We were just having a nice conversation. All of a sudden you went.
I
And
know.
welcome to Bristol
Yes,
Motors.
Yes,
Like that's
say get into your broadcast voice.
There's things going on over there I don't
All
know
these-
about, aren't there?
These voices in my head
Yeah.
are talking to me. You ever get those?
Those are in my head a lot. But
Yes, of course. You know exactly what that's like. But it's great to be able to chat with you. You said you got in yesterday.
yes.
And you went over to, of course, a lot of people know Waltrip Brewing Company.
Yeah.
You went over there, Pins and Friends.
Pins
where
and
you got
friends,
it
and we
now.
did some duck pin bowling or whatever you call it, and it's just really fun. It's like putt-putt compared to golf. You know,
Yes.
it's the same, but it's different.
Yeah, the
And
ball's different,
Yeah,
right?
and the pins are cool. They hang from strings, and mainly we have our new beer there, the big one, TBO, and it's a double lager. So you can, have a couple of those, and those pins all start to run together.
And then, by the end of the night, you're bowling great.
That's right. You tell your friends, you wouldn't believe how well I
Yes,
bowled.
It's going so much
But
better now.
how good does this feel? I mean, Bristol Motor
Feel great.
Speedway in the spring, the weather this weekend, crazy, amazing. We usually have to come here and not wonder if it's going to rain, but wondering if it's
When.
going to stop.
When it's going to rain and
Put
when
all
it's
that
gonna
away.
Stop. Yeah. Bring your sunglasses.
That's right.
Your sunscreen.
One of the coolest tracks in all of NASCAR, and it's going to be a great weekend of racing.
So let's talk about the history. Obviously, Bristol, such a special place. In fact, you had Waltrip Brewing, love the fans. You come back, seen you play games with them, trivia, take pictures. What's it like? I feel like Bristol's almost like a homecoming for you.
It is a lot because, back in the day when I was a kid, my brother owned this place. He won 5 straight races in a row.
Yeah.
A lot of race car drivers never finished 5 straight races in a row at Bristol. He won 5 in a row, and I think he won 12 altogether. Just an amazing record here. And so I grew up wanting to be like my big brother, and I wanted to come to Bristol, and I wanted to win on these high banks. And fortunately, I was able to get a couple of wins in the Saturday races, and I broke the gate off turn 2 one day.
Yeah,
and
you certainly did.
It almost didn't end well, but every time especially this time of year, that was 4/7/90, April 7th, 1990. And this time of year, people put that on the internet and say, man, we're so glad you're still with us.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good that people care, and I'm just really feel like every day's a gift after that day, and I'm blessed to be here.
And boy, absolutely, when you look back at that video, I mean, it is amazing.
It is
that
amazing.
You are right here on this stage, and that you still, you have such memories. You have definite highs and then definite lows here at Bristol.
The wins were cool. In 2004, we won the Friday night race, and we built that car behind my house up in North Carolina, and my buddies worked on it. And we drug it to Bristol, and just a bunch of guys that loved racing and loved cars, and to be able to win that race on that stage versus RCR, versus Richard Childress Racing, versus Hendrick, we were able to win. It meant a lot to our guys, and just the history of this place and what a big deal it is to the NASCAR fans. And the weather is generally a challenge, and I said that already, but I'm so pumped about just people showing up and not worrying about raining, and just watch some great racing. The season so far this year, especially with our trucks, every race has just been dramatic.
Yeah.
The finishes have been crazy. There's been last lap passes on, I think, 3 of the 5 races, and just crazy great racing, and looking forward to seeing what Bristol brings.
And of course, changes since, you talk about you racing on the high banks and remembering those days, and now still, of course, with all you're doing with NASCAR and seeing it and talking about it all the time, what kinds of changes do you think are the biggest that really stick out to race fans when it comes to when you were racing versus what guys like Ryan are up to now?
Well, I think it's just the competition is greater. I mean, we talk all the time about how tough it was back in the day. It was tough. Just finishing races here at Bristol, you saw relief drivers at times because it was so hard. We didn't have quite the refined piece of machinery that these guys have today, but they are racing inches apart at Bristol. There's so many cars that can go out and win this race on Sunday afternoon. So just the intense competition from front to rear, that's probably the biggest difference. But then just how cool the cars are. I grew up a car guy, and I would take one of those new gen cars that they race on Sunday and put it in my garage and just marvel at it. The trucks are also really fun to watch, and I don't know. when I go to some races, you know, it's just another race, but not Bristol. This will always be a special stop on the circuit for me, and a lot of fun to be here.
All right, well, it is Bristol Motor Speedway, a great weekend of racing ahead. Michael, thank you so much. Pleasure to get to talk to you.
Thanks for coming out here, heating things up.
Heating things up. We're just getting started. It is a weekend full of racing action. Of course, for more information and schedules, you can go to the website at bristolmotorspeedway.com.